Welcome back, everybody. It is 5:14 on this Wednesday morning, if you're keeping track of that anymore at home. My name is John Martin. We're going to toss things over to David Karnes to talk about the forecast, and going to be an interesting one here in the Tennessee Valley tomorrow, David Karnes.
Yeah, John, we have beautiful weather today. Nice, cool, and crisp outside. Nice little break from the warmer mornings that we've been seeing. But it does warm up quickly this afternoon. We're going to get to the low 70s. We're also going to have a lot of cloud cover ahead of a front that is going to bring in some thunderstorms and maybe some strong ones on Thursday, primarily Thursday morning. It's going to be dry Friday, but I think we're going to see more, mainly showers moving in on Saturday, but I'm not going to rule out a rumble of thunder. Don't expect any severe weather on Saturday, just some quickly passing showers in the morning and maybe a sprinkle or two late in the day. So let's get to it. We'll start with the cooler air this morning. Boy, folks, outside of Chattanooga, maybe even in the city, you will definitely be grabbing some jackets up toward Murphy. 37, 41 right now in Athens, 43 Cleveland, and 46 in Chattanooga. So looking ahead to the rainfall potential for tomorrow, on average about an inch of rain. If you want to say 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a half, you can say that also, but you get the idea. I don't think rain is going to be a huge problem. Of course, the ground is already saturated. We don't need any rain right now, so even getting an inch or so of rain is going to be kind of a big deal. I'm not going to rule out some isolated spots of flooding if that rain, which it does look like, happens heavy in the morning, especially for the morning drive. So your commute tomorrow morning is going to be a pretty dicey one. Let's go through it fairly quickly but thoroughly, and you're going to see on our the Storm Prediction Center puts out a severe weather risk, and we're going to just kind of click on it. It's not wanting to work with me here. There it is. The severe weather risk is put out by the Storm Prediction Center, and you can see that enhanced risk of severe storms, all of that orange shading to our south. But Tennessee Valley in a slight to marginal risk. All the dark green is marginal, lower risk, and a slightly higher risk to our south, Dalton, Blue Ridge, and southward. Biggest threats, gusty winds, heavy rain and lightning, and isolated tornadoes. And I have to put that in. Now, with that said, this is nothing like Easter Sunday. Let's go ahead and deal with the tornado risk. We're talking a 2% risk. Now, while we shouldn't freak out about that, it's a 2% risk. So doesn't mean that we will certainly absolutely not have any. It's not likely. The best chance of that is going to be further south. There is an elevated 5% risk in Fort Payne, Rome, Calhoun. So we do need to be very weather aware, again, primarily tomorrow morning. These storms moving through between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. tomorrow. Damaging wind risk, a little bit higher. I do think we'll have a good chance of getting 30, 40, 50 mile per hour winds. The damaging wind risk, the threshold is right around 60 miles per hour, and there's a 5 to 15% risk of that. So gusty to damaging winds, absolutely a possibility. Wouldn't rule out a few stronger storms producing hail as well, but that also a low 5% risk. So here's our Vipercast imagery showing clouds this afternoon, maybe a passing shower, but not very likely, only a 10% rain chance today. And then late tonight, we'll start to see some rain showers moving through during the overnight as well, mainly just rain, maybe a few rumbles of thunder around 3 a.m. And then again, it's going to be really between 5 a.m. as we start to see that line of storms moving over the plateau. We'll stop it at 6 a.m., moving through Chattanooga, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. That rain picks up, torrential rain expected right up and down the interstate, going from Athens down toward Dalton. And this is where we could get some of the damaging winds, maybe get a 2% chance of an isolated tornado. We just have to keep a close eye on the weather for tomorrow morning. This is 8 o'clock, still holding strong, moving east of Chattanooga though. So in Chattanooga, you're looking at between 5 and 8. East of Chattanooga between 8 and 10. And then after 10 o'clock, I'm not going to rule out 1 or 2 afternoon showers or storms, especially east of Chattanooga, but the risk much, much lower as we head through the afternoon and the evening hours, though we may still see a few spotty showers Thursday evening. Friday clears out, warms up, but here comes that next system, brings us a little more rain and maybe a rumble of thunder or two as we head into our Saturday morning. So quick look at our Storm Alert 7-day forecast. It's going to show 74 for the high today. Should be a nice day. And then the rain and thunderstorms mainly during the morning on Thursday. Clearing out, gorgeous on Friday. Mainly showers on Saturday morning. But again, I can't rule out 1 or 2 rumbles of thunder. Cool and dry Sunday. And then we warm back into the 70s with pretty nice dry weather to start next week as well. Right now, let's head to Lori's house. Good morning, Lori.